Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome once again to all you out there in Linky Dink land and all the other various social medias that we're connected to. I am proud to say I have in the virtual studio Sandra Dee Robinson, who with me is one half of the egg or the Four Horsemen. We are part of a group of people who call themselves the egg or the Entrepreneurial Genius Group. And today we are asking one simple question is how do you define what is entrepreneurial genius? So I guess I'm going to throw that straight at you, Sandra Dee.
Oh, awesome question. Entrepreneurial genius is so many different things, but I was just having a conversation yesterday, and one of them is understanding what you do well and knowing you do that thing. And if you don't do that thing well, you find somebody that does that thing well and either have them do it for you or have them teach you how to show up well in that skill. So that's what you do with LinkedIn. That's what I do with presentations of any kind. And when you're speaking to live groups through the camera, anything, that's where I show up, right? I've been doing this since 2010, where I started teaching TV hosts how to actually book jobs. And so that's what the silly name charisma coach came from, is that somebody in media actually gave me that when I was being interviewed. And I thought, that's cheesy. And I'm still using it because people remember it. It became part of my brand. And I know, Gareth, you talk a lot about that. And so the expertise that we bring, along with Lee Tunnyware, one of the other four horsemen, he talks on mindset. Sandy Hart talks on sales mastery. And they're both brilliant at what they do. But there are times I think the entrepreneurial genius is doing what you do and finding those people to feed into you. And in the case of the Entrepreneurial Genius Group, which we are leading into, that's just a source of resources for entrepreneurs where they can do this on a regular basis. But we're here to share what we can with you today and to give you some nuggets today and let you know that we've got a full hour of power, I say, coming up this month, July 17th. We're going to be doing a live training, the four of us. You get all four of us, Gareth, me, Sandy Hart talking about sales, and Lee Tunnyware talking about mindset to help entrepreneurs reach that next level. And we're going to be spending 90 minutes with you. It's actually a little more than an hour because we're adding in Q&A. So personal coaching where you can ask questions of Gareth and say, hey, I have this issue going on with my LinkedIn. Why isn't this working? Or what can I do to make people find me better? And so that's what I think entrepreneurial genius is. It's knowing what you do, finding the experts that know more than you and bringing them into your circle.
I tell you what came out of the previous one is, and I'm going to quote almost literally from someone who attended. He said, it's rare that you find four experts in 1 hour who are there to answer your questions, but also to give you knowledge that you can apply today. Mm-hmm. I mean, not in a day or two's time, not in a week's time once you've read the course notes, but today. I think you can't put a price on that.
And Gareth, and I'd love to know what people think of this. If we've got anybody that's listening that wants to share in the chat. I was just having right before this. In fact, when I reached out to you on WhatsApp this morning, I was having a conversation with somebody that was saying that the idea of sitting with people that are experts or leaders in their field that are willing to have a conversation. So the days of the super long sales page, the impersonal, just the impersonal feel that we had even 10 years ago or even pre-COVID, that we got so used to these experts being up there where they're untouchable. I think COVID, changed a lot of things for us. Being shut down and having access to people and seeing the real authentic people behind the mask, that I think that people really appreciate the one-to-one or, one even in a group, to have the four of us or four experts in a room that's actually dealing personally with them in a very intimate way, as opposed to broadcasting to the masses. There's something really special about being able to have somebody share their wisdom. And I think people are willing to pay for it, although we're not asking very much.
No, actually, four of us, each accomplished in our own fields, many years. The amount of years, if you add it all together, it is many years in total. Of knowledge there. We actually are charging the miserly sum of $17. $17 I don't think you can get a decent meal for that these days.
I think I spend more at Starbucks.
There you go. You probably spend more. And there's a quote. You can take that away with you. I recommend that if you want to avoid disappointment, you jump on there. You'll notice there's a QR code. If you scan that, or if you fancy typing it in, you'll see it's on the scrolly thing underneath, and we'll probably add it in when we repost this later on. But
sure.
I would jump in there. Now, one of the things we're going to be doing before we go is each of us is going to give you a little tidbit, something you can do, something that you can take effect with. And this is really because we're starting as we mean to go on. So when you go to that 90-minute egg group, of which 60 minutes will be us talking you through sections, it won't be us selling courses or selling things, or it'll be us doing something that's going to help you today. And we're gonna do that now. So Sandra Dee,
yes.
Can you give our dear friends online an extra tip that would help them perhaps to master their charisma?
For sure. Now, when we're doing the 90 minutes, I'm going to be sharing things that help people. They're going to help you show up in any category. So whether you are speaking in person from a stage of any size, or you're leading your team, well, that's in person. I was going to say, or if you're talking like we are right now through a camera lens, whether you're being interviewed,
so virtually,
virtually, or being interviewed in media, there are ways that people can, label charisma as being this attractor factor, this magnetic thing. It really comes down to just being who you are, which can take some courage. It really can, because we've got that, as I was just mentioning, that old school, I'm untouchable kind of thing. We're not there anymore. So to be able to really be yourself means you have to be willing to let go of the people that are not going to resonate with you. And I know it's easier said than done. Okay. Because when I say find, and you're going to say from the marketing perspective, find a niche. But when you are making a video, there is this human thing that you just want, like I'm using the video as an example. So you're putting a video on social media. There is this human need to be liked, to be validated. You want the likes. You want to have like all these views of your video. But the thing is, if you niche down, if you're doing this for your business, and we're talking about entrepreneurial genius, you're making a video to bring business. It's not about reaching everybody. It's not about pleasing everybody. It's about getting that specific person that you really want to attract into your business as a customer, a client, a collaborative partner, and that's who you're talking to. So the idea of having a few views that are the right people will actually build your business faster than worrying about whether people like it. So let go of the people that don't like you. And even in person, 10% of the people you meet in your life are not going to like you, no matter what you do. So stop trying to please them. That's not what it's all about. Really work with your values. What do you stand for, no matter what? I have a whole process that I work people through to help them get really clear on that and feel how it resonates in their body. And it's amazing once you actually internalize some of these statements that we work on, you will know right away, oh yeah, this is where I need to be. So it really may take some courage, but that's my advice for today, is realize you're going to let go of people and you're going to repel people. That's a good thing. That's actually a good thing.
Yeah, see, not everybody is going to be part of your tribe, and I don't think you should. I think people are quite right. They expect that they're going to win everybody over, and I think the sooner you realize that not everybody needs to be won over. No. They can carry on doing whatever they're doing. They don't need to be part of your team. You need to resonate with the people you need to resonate with. All right, good, brilliant. You see, even I got that. A bare simple brain. All right. So my tip today is going to be a bit more empirical. Everyone may know by now that LinkedIn has by default made everybody into creator mode. There used to be a way you could turn it on and off. Now we're all in creator mode. One of the functions of that is if you slide all the way down to the bottom of your profile, you'll see it either says custom button or custom link. When you click on the custom button, it will then come up with three options, which is either if you are Premier, you've paid money. If you haven't paid money, you'll just have the link as an option. I want you to, instead of linking to a website, which is where you may default want to link to. Instead, I want you to link to a landing page. But Gareth, how do I create a landing page? Well, I have a cheap, quick, and easy fix for that. It's called Google Forms. Now, pretty much every man and his wife and every woman and her child has now got a Google account. And when I mean a Google account, I mean a Google email address. If you've got a Google email address, by default, it comes with a load of data space within which are the ability to create Google apps. And one of them is Google Forms. It's free. You pay nothing for it. You pay nothing for the upkeep. And it's one of the most universal things available. So once you go to your Google Drive, you create a Google form. That form should ask no more than 5 questions, no less than 3. I would recommend asking an email address. If you do, it will have to, you'll need to think of a privacy statement to go with it. There's an option there for adding a privacy statement. If you don't ask for an email address, you can still ask for a first name, a last name, and maybe their LinkedIn address. That might be a less onerous thing. And then you can ask them a couple of questions about business. Have you been searching for a way to promote yourself, but you find you're lacking the charisma? Do you find that you suddenly run out of words when talking in public? Ask questions. I'd say blunt, closed questions just to get them thinking, and then say, well, I want to give you, and this is where the main tip is, I want to give you something free, and create them a PDF. There are many ways of creating PDF. You go into Google Docs, you can save as PDF. If you're in Microsoft Word, you can save as PDF. Once you've got the PDF, you store that PDF on the Google Drive associated with this Google email address. And then you put a link, because you can literally, when you're typing in text in any of the questions in Google Form, you can make that into a link, point that link to that PDF. And underneath it, you say, would you like 30 minutes, no obligation, discovery call with me? And put another link, and this one to something like Calendly or something similar. Now, this form, once complete, will have a button at the top called Send. You click on Send, and the middle thing is a link button. So it'll come up with 3 buttons. The middle button, it comes up when you click Send. You click on that, it'll come up with a link address, and that is the address you're going to put into your Google, your LinkedIn link there, and that will then appear on your profile. If you want an idea of how that looks, go to my profile. Just search for 3 words: Gareth Wax Inspiration. Scroll down, you'll notice just under my name it says tips and tricks. That's exactly that link. You click on that link, it goes to a Google form, and you'll see the structure of one. Mimic that. That will give you a good way to move forward. So there we go. That's 2 tips. You've got 1 tip on how to not worry about all the people who don't like you or don't, and not worry about focusing on everybody, just focusing on the people that are going to be part of your tribe. And then you've got another tip, which is, how do I collect the people who are interested in such a way that I can get back to them? And that's what this will do.
Love it. There you go. Gold, I tell you, gold.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, the most important thing we can be doing here is finding ways that we can all progress forward without selling to each other all the time, because we don't need to. Once we've found the people who are part of our tribe that we want to either buy their services or who want to buy our services, it should come fairly naturally. We shouldn't have to be going round cap in hand and saying, pay me some money and I'll help you, because it should be that once you've found those people you trust, the trust stays. Sandra Dee, accomplished charisma coach, superb. And we've got 2 other people. Now,
yes.
We've got Lee Tunny Ware and Sandy Hart.
Yes.
Sandy Hart, I believe, is one of the top real estate agents in Canada at the moment.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Against all odds in some circumstances, you know.
Absolutely.
Area that was so difficult, and she actually excelled in the overall numbers, working in an area that was extremely challenging. So she's very, very good, and tons of great information. So she's talking on sales mastery. Lee Tunnyware is known for his high level success and mindset coaching. And I'm talking, he works with people that you would think do not need that type of coaching, but everybody benefits from being able to get your head in the right place. And so he's going to be talking about where entrepreneurs get in their own way. And let me tell you, if you have Q&A with him, Gareth and I have seen him work in action within a few minutes. He can change somebody's life. The transformation is incredible, and it's brilliant. So that's what we want to do for you guys on July 17th. So the little scan code that Gareth has up here is a great way for you to just go in, get that registration. It is a small fee, $17. Why are we doing $17? Because we want you to have a little bit of skin in the game. We just want to make sure that you're going to show up. And if you put even a few dollars down, there's more of a chance that you're going to honor your own appointment, because this is an appointment for you, not for us. Look at it as an appointment for you, because if you miss this, I saw the word disappointment come up there. If you miss this, you are going to be disappointed, because we have the most incredible, sincere words of appreciation from the people that attended the last one. So we know.
Actually, do you know what I'm going to do is, you keep talking, I'm going to pop that up so people can see what we're dealing with here.
Play it. Yeah, that would be fantastic. So this is really 90 minutes for you. And if you think, oh my gosh, 90 minutes is so much time, not if you are getting the value. I mean, remember what it used to be like for me whenever I would drive to networking events, and I lived in California. It was 90 minutes just to get there. and that was a complete waste of my day sometimes, if all I did was walk away with a handful of business cards, people that weren't really my market at all, or people that didn't teach me anything, or a speaker that didn't speak to me. I'm telling you right now, we've got 4 people that are going to be speaking to you. If you are an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, and you want to be able to succeed in the chaos that is the economic and political and social environment that is going on right now, you can push your business forward. You can get out of your own way. You can market well. You can niche down. You can show up with charisma, and you can sell the heck out of what you've got and serve people really well. We're going to show you how to do all those things. So it is worth the 90 minutes if you get what you're coming for. Here we go. This is what people think.
I've learned so much from 4 real experts, and to find 4 real experts inside one screen over an hour is an extraordinary privilege, and it's been a huge benefit to learn from these 4 great minds.
I found actionable items that will move my business forward starting this afternoon, just from this introductory session from each of the 4 speakers.
I was writing down basically, well, everybody was superb, and there is so much to learn. I would say that, first of all, what I'm so detached about is the LinkedIn. So perhaps this is unfortunately the stress I'm going to make. It's on LinkedIn. Forgive me, everybody. Posting the same content, which I have been thinking about and I've been trying to work. Now that has given me the answer to do it.
I cannot possibly summarize all of it, but my mind is buzzing with all the amazing gold I got. I've got a pile of notes here on mindset, charisma, sales, integrity, and LinkedIn, and I've got shitloads to do. Thank you so much for this amazing session.
You know what I love about that video is the level of expertise of each one of those people. And if you guys don't know who the last person is, we have to find a link somehow. I have to promote her. She's just an amazing speaker. I mean, so inspirational. So the level of people that we had in the room was awesome. And you know what, Gareth, I realized as you were playing this, we did not put words in their mouth. We did not tell them what to say.
No. What I said at the end was because we'd stayed. If you noticed, that was called the after hours because after it, so the last half an hour is spent where people put questions to us, and we all give our views on it, and it was really good. And after that, I said, well, look, we're going to finish up now, but if anyone would like to record their feelings on it, please, without any further ado, go ahead. And that's exactly what they did. Exactly.
Yeah. We didn't even, I mean, a lot of times I will work with people and I will say, and a good friend of ours also does testimonial coaching. Here's how you get good testimonials. Ask questions, do this, do that, and you'll get great testimonials. And there is value in getting great testimonials. We didn't set these people up for anything.
You didn't have to ask them a damn thing. No. It just poured out of them. And frankly, if I can be blunt about it, we want you to be the kind of people that want to do exactly that as well. I would like to wish upon you the experience that these people were having. There were light bulbs going off all over the place. There were smells. One person was crying. It was, absolutely, because it was all self-discovery. When I went through your session, people were going, when they went through Sandy's session, they're going, oh, wow, I can apply that. And when I went to Lee, it was like, I can let go of that stuff now.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was great. It was great. Look, I'm going to wind this up. Thank you so much, Sandra Dee. I think we're going to do one or two more of these. But guys, I hope you take note. Don't miss out. It's really not worth it. Don't put it off. July the 17th is the next one. You follow the link on the top or what's ticking around the bottom. You will get there. It will show all the dates there, in fact, but I'll pick the 17th.
Yeah.
If you can, to avoid disappointment. So until next time, I wish you all well and look after that mental health. Bye-bye now.